How's it going there, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Tactical Squid, and welcome back to another Battlefield 1 video. So today, I really want to talk about a game mode that I would like to see get introduced into Battlefield 1. So this game mode isn't confirmed or anything, it's just something that I thought would be really cool and that would really make the game a whole lot more fun and really seem more like an actual World War I battle. So, as many of you guys know, in Battlefield 1, most of the game modes, I'm not downing Battlefield 1 at all. It's, the only game I really play right now. You have Conquest, Domination, Operations, Rush, TDM, War Pigeons, all that good stuff. But all of these game modes, they don't really have that feeling of war. I think the only one that actually has the actual feeling of being in a real war is like Operations or Frontline, stuff like that. Those game modes kind of seem a little bit like war, but all in all, it doesn't really seem like you're actually there's two sides fighting against each other. It's kind of just, both of them are really just a lot of people running around. No one knows what they're really doing. They're all just kind of shooting each other left and right, and it's not really that feeling of an actual war. So basically, I actually came up with an idea a little while ago. I've always been thinking of this, but I never really said anything about it. So today I was just like, hey, maybe I can make a video, see if DICE or Battlefield, whatever, sees the video, and maybe they can implement it into the game. So before I start it off and tell you what I think would be cool to see, you guys could definitely help me out by just sharing the video, maybe, sending it to DICE's Twitter, at them and all that good stuff. So just, try to help me get this video out there, because believe me, this will be a really cool game mode if it does get implemented into the game. Alright, so let's stop mumbling about how great this game mode is going to be, and let's actually show you guys what this game mode is going to be about and how it's all going to work. So basically, I went to GIMP and I kind of just did a little sketch of how this is going to be. I just went into the map St. Quentin Scar, I believe it's called. And I still don't know all the names of the maps in this game, but I think that's what it is. St. Quentin Scar, and I basically just flew around spectator mode and found a cool little area, and this actually looked perfect. So, as you can see on your screen, I have a picture of this little area where it has two trenches, and as you can see on the left, it says Team 1, on the right it says Team 2. So, basically how this game is going to work is Team 1, of course, starts over on that side, and Team 2 starts on the right side. So what's going to happen here is in the middle there's actually going to be an out of bounds area. So as you can see, the two white lines there that you can see on your screen represent the maximum distance that you can actually move forward. You're not allowed to go within those two white lines. All that area with the X is all out of bounds. So you can only stay on your far side, and the other team can only stay on their far side. Nobody can rush to the other trenches. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I think it would be really cool to have a game mode where you're not allowed to just rush into the other side, because I think that's kind of what ruins the feeling of war in the Battlefield, regular game modes, because you don't really you can't really just stay in one spot without someone else coming up behind you and just knifing you. This actually makes it more feel like war, so you're actually just fighting from two trenches. No one's able to rush and flank around and, kill you from behind. It's really just two sides shooting at each other with a big war. So, anyway, all that stuff is out of bounds in the middle. So, next up, Team 1, those three X's are going to be their three spawns, and on the right for Team 2, those three X's are going to represent the other team's spawn. So that's where they're going to spawn in at the beginning of the game, and they're going to go ahead and run into those trenches on both of their sides. They're going to run the trenches, and they're going to start shooting at each other, as you can see. So basically, this is going to have 64 players. I don't know how exactly that's going to work out with 64. I'm kind of just just kind of guessing here. I don't really know. I think 64 players would be really cool, just because the more the merrier, right? That'll definitely be a really crazy all-out war with 64 players. So anyway, basically with those 64 players, like I said, they're both going to just be shooting, and as you can see, those little dots are, bullets flying. Okay, don't judge them. They're bullets. All right, get that in your head. So basically, those bullets are going to be shooting back and forth at each other from both those sides. No one's allowed to, get up and charge at the enemy or anything, or flank around. This, I believe, right here is all you need to make the game really feel like all-out war, because in real life, people didn't just get up out of the trench and just run at the enemy like, oh, whatever, just charge at them, just, try to kill them. No, they wanted to stay alive, so they had to stay in their trenches. Nobody would go out into no man's land. I guess that's what you can call that area, that out-of-bounds area. I guess you can call that like no man's land or something, but yeah, nobody would ever run out there into that no man's land area and just, try to get the most kills. That's not how it works in real war, so I believe if we implement that, that is definitely going to make the game of Battlefield feel a whole lot more like an actual war. So basically, the next thing that I want to add in, kind of just like the game of operations. Basically, you know how like each side, I think it has like the attacker side has 250 attackers, and once all those attackers get killed, they move on to their next platoon or whatever it's called, and so then they just keep on trying to push until they can get to the very end. So, but that's kind of like the same thing with this game mode, but basically what it's going to be is there's 3 hard soldiers on each side, and whichever side is able to kill the 3 hard soldiers on the other side first will actually be the victor. So let's say the blue team over there end up killing all 3 hard soldiers on that side, they would end up being the winner. And the team on the team 1, I don't know why I'm saying on the right and left, I might as well just say their team. So if team 2 end up killing everybody on the left, they would be the winner, and team 1 would be the loser, as you can see on the screen. So yeah, that is pretty much the basics of the game. It is pretty much just like that. That's how it goes. I think that would really make this game a whole lot more fun if you could do stuff like that. This game mode, I believe, will definitely change Battlefield 1 just forever, really, man. I'm telling you, that would be a crazy game mode to put in, and I'm telling you, that would feel just a whole lot like war, a real war battle, if you implement that game mode. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the rules. I haven't really thought too much about the rules and stuff. It's just kind of I don't know, I just kind of threw them off the cuff, but you guys could definitely help me out with this as well if you guys can think of anything. But basically, as you can see on the screen, rule number 1 is no sniper rifles and or shotguns. So the reason I say this, no snipers, is just because it's like, I know that there were sniper rifles in World War I, but most of the time whenever you picture World War I, and especially with this trench warfare kind of thing, hey, maybe that's an idea for a game mode. Maybe we can call it trench warfare. I don't know. That's just something I just thought of. I don't know. You guys can help me out with that in the comments as well. But anyway, back to the point. The reason I say that there's no snipers or shotguns is really just because in World War I, during these trench warfare and during the trench warfare and stuff, you didn't really see the snipers and shotguns really, too much in these battles. Most of the time it was just those semi-automatic rifles and bolt action rifles and automatic rifles too as well, shooting back and forth at each other. I feel like number 1, the reason why I really just got rid of shotguns is because you're not gonna be able to even hit anybody from that far of a distance between the 2 trenches. That's why I'm getting shotguns out of there, because you can't even shoot anybody with it. And then snipers, I don't know, I just feel like it'd be more cool to just have 2 sides with just automatic and semi-auto bolt action weapons just shooting back at each other. I feel like that would feel a whole lot more like a war than if you actually had just snipers kind of out there shooting at the enemy and stuff. So the second rule that I have here is bomber planes may have an airstrike if losing team is down by a lot of men, and otherwise no vehicles. So basically the second rule is no vehicles, and what I said here, bomber planes may have an airstrike if losing team is down by a lot of men. What this means is it's kind of like the enemy, it's kind of like your behemoth in a way. So what happens is let's say you're getting destroyed, your team has like only 50 men left and the other team still has like 200 men or whatever. I thought of a really cool idea to where the losing team can actually call in a bomber strike to go in and just bomb that whole enemy trench. So you're down by a lot of points, you end up getting the behemoth of calling in bombers, you call in the bombers, and basically I guess it'd be cool if you could have all your guys be able to spawn on maybe 5 or 6 bombers. They come in and just fly over that trench and then they just drop the bombs. You could get a ton of kills by doing that, and I think that would help out the losing team a little bit more. So that's kind of like the behemoth for this kind of game mode. And then number 3 is 10-second respawn time. I think that's what the normal time is. I can't remember, but that seems just pretty much fair enough. And then finally, number 4 is a 1-hour time limit. So the game cannot go past 1 hour. Just so it doesn't end up lasting forever. But anyway, that was really all I could think of with the rules. If you guys can think of any other rules as well, definitely tell me in the comments, because I want to know. But yeah, those are really all I could come up with so far. So yeah, though, guys, that is pretty much all there is to this game mode right here. I guess Trench Warfare, I think I like that name. That'd be a cool name to name this kind of game mode. So I don't know. If you guys can think of something, let me know. But yeah, that's pretty much the basics of this game. And I'm telling you, you can actually even go farther beyond this. I was actually thinking as well, after I made those final rules, I was thinking, maybe we could actually make this game mode go beyond just that one little battle. So let's say once you win, this is kind of like Frontlines, I guess, in a way, or actually more like Operations. Basically, the winning team is able to actually, as you can see on your screen, the winning team should actually be able to advance to the enemy team's trench. And once they advance to the enemy team's trench, the the losers will actually have to retreat, just like operations. They'll have to retreat to the another trench. And this picture right here, I just I just reversed the picture so it looked like another map. But basically, once you go, it could be like a whole new battle area to fight in. And so basically, the losers, go over there, and it's just like back to normal. The losers, or the Team 1 and Team 2, will just be fighting back and forth at each other once again with my amazing bullets traveling at each other. Yes, those are really good bullets. So yeah, though, guys, that is it right there. That is going to conclude this video. Again, please, I never really asked you guys to share the video and all that. I mean, I probably should, but I'm really stressing that you guys would help me by sharing this video on Twitter and whatever you can to help Battlefield and EA and DICE actually recognize this video, because I'm telling you, if you guys want to see Battlefield end up more like a real-life war game where it really feels and simulates real-life World War I, then you guys should definitely share this video to Battlefield EA and just spread the word. Let this video, go viral if possible. But yeah, that's pretty much it though, guys. I just thought I'd share that little game, and I think that would really help out the game a lot, as I've said a million times, so I'm sure you guys are sick of me hearing that. Yes, the game mode is going to help this game so much. It is going to be the best thing ever. Yeah, so I'm sure you guys heard me say that a million times. But anyway, that's it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to share the video. So, thank you all very much for watching. My name is Tactical Squid, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.